Hello everybody, welcome to another tabletop review. I have in my possession, this was sent to me for me to check out, and I was more than happy to do so. This is a automated air compressor like I've showed you before in the past. This one's quite a bit more compact. I like that. This is also in a really nice carry bag. I like this little carry bag. It keeps everything nice and tidy in here. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So inside here is this nice compact little compressor here, and everything is kept on board. Inside the bag, all of your adapters and everything are right here, your instruction manual. This thing was so easy to use I didn't even look at the instruction manual. Here is your air line right here. You just pull this off of here like this, and then here's your air line. I think that's kind of a cool, nice little feature to keep the air line compact and out of the way. Keeps this total package real nice and compact. I'm really liking that a lot. So you just kind of push that back in there. Real easy to get back into its location. Just kind of stuff it in there with your thumbs. And then on the bottom is where the power cord is. You just kind of pull it out of here. And then here's the power connector. And one thing I discovered when I pulled out my old one that I showed you previously, this one here, one of the kind of a problem with this one that I found by accident when I pulled it out to compare it to this one that I just got, is that the power cord from riding around on my quad lost the tip. The tip is missing. This was these parts, these three parts right here, the fuse, the spring, and the nipple and the front, were all just loose inside my box on my quad. Could have easily been lost in an emergency situation. This could have been a real problem. I'm glad that I noticed this before I needed this in an emergency. So I think that this other one is, better used in a car, where you've got less jostling around. But you can see the size comparison. This one's, about the same size. They're pretty close. This one did not come with a bag. I like how this one comes with a bag. I really appreciate that. I just feel that this is lighter, more compact. And let me show you how it works. Plug it in my handy dandy power supply here. So it boots up, and then once you plug the air hose into your tire or whatever you're inflating, you'll get a reading right here. This will tell you the current PSI or whatever you're trying to inflate. And in order to change the preset PSI, the amount that you'll inflate whatever it is, you just hold down the plus button, and you can change this, just by doing this here. You can go to, normal inflation for car tires is 35 pounds. So you'd set that to 35 pounds right there, and it'll automatically shut off at 35 pounds of air. Pretty handy feature. This one has the same issue as this one did, if you recall the review on this one. When airing up low pressure tires, it's not accurate. It's a couple of pounds off on low pressure tires, but standard pressure car tires, they both, this one seems to be, dead on the money. I set it for 50 psi, which is my truck tire on my van. It's a load bearing tire, a higher pressure tire. Shut off, which I've got some video footage I'll show you of me testing this thing out, and it was dead on the money. Worked very well. So just keep that in mind if you plan to use this like I am on a low pressure tire, ATV, UTV, wheelbarrow, any kind of low pressure tire. Keep it in mind that it's about 2 pounds low, which if it's going to be 2 pounds off, that's the direction it should be off, is on the low side, so you don't overinflate something. But you can also turn this on and have the preset set to a higher value and just watch watch it inflate yourself and manually shut it off. It's another option for lower pressure tires. That's, you know, probably what you should do, because it takes no time at all to air up a low pressure tire. So this is a set it and forget it type portable air compressor. It's, you know, I don't know about you, but it's a super huge pain to go to a gas station these days and put air in your tires. There's usually a line, the air line is broken, or you know, it just doesn't work right, you know. So this solves that problem for a lot of people, and it takes all of the guesswork out of it. You just get out. If it's super cold, you can get out, hook this thing up, turn it on, get back in your car, stay warm. When it shuts off, your tire's inflated. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So it's got a light on the front, and believe it or not, this light is pretty bright. Normally these lights are, you know, not good for much, but this one's actually a little bit brighter than most, so I like that. It's got a emergency beacon and an SOS. So that's, you know, kind of a nice added feature. I don't know if you'd ever really use that, but you know, it's there if you need it. That's really it. I really like this. I'll put a link in the video description if you want to pick one of these up. You know, check it out on Amazon, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to put this one in my quad now, and I'm going to put this one in my wife's car. I'll just keep this in her car. Try out this new air pump here. Okay, nice compact little device right there. Pull the power cord out of here. Okay, well let's plug it in. There's our plug in there. Now you can see that we have power to the compressor here. Now what I'm doing is I'm getting this quad ready to go on a trail ride here. The first thing I always like to do is check my pressures on my tires. So we'll go ahead and screw that on. See what kind of reading we get. Okay, got a reading of 5.5 pounds, and that's what I got before. I want to take this to, I like to run about 10 pounds. So that's what I'm going to set the pressure to, and it'll automatically shut off, supposedly. Let's find out. Okay, it shut off, but the reading says 8.5. Let's find out if it got the pressure right or not. And we'll check my handy dandy tire pressure gauge here, and it did go to 8, so this is correct. Okay, now we're at 11 pounds. So it looks like the discrepancy is because of the low pressure tires. Okay, will this thing work on a truck tire? I suppose that's what we want to know now. Will it work better if it's actually pumping up a car tire or a truck tire? These tires on the front of this van are set on the front at 50 psi. So let's see what happens here. Okay, sitting at 46, which I have confirmed with my handy dandy tire gauge. So let's take this to 50. Okay, here we go. Okay, it has just stopped. We are sitting at 50 psi. Let's see what our actual our actual PSI is. Get that unscrewed right quick. And my handy dandy trusty tire gauge here. We are sitting at 50 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me hold it up in front of this over here just in case. See, so it has the same problem as the other ones that I've tested, in that it doesn't work very good at low pressure. At normal car tire pressures, it is accurate. And you know, it does work a little harder for, you know, truck tires. This thing's a little bit warm. It took some time to get to 50 pounds. So the higher the pressure, you know, the harder this thing's going to work to get there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.